How's it going, guys? Welcome to Bolt Banter. It's your boy Curtis here.
Hey, and it's Kendrick, and we're recapping that Chargers-Chiefs game from this morning. Week 1 is in the books.
And we are frustrated.
Absolutely. It was looking so good, Curtis, and just, oh my goodness, what happened?
You know, I thought this was a new team, and then the old one came back in the second half. So, Kendrick, just give me your quick thoughts, your instant reaction of the game real quick.
Instant reaction was that after all the talk of we need that defensive personnel, Telesco's found ways to patch in the holes. Telesco has not found ways to patch in the holes. This defense is very much the same defense as last year. I thought that the big signing, Brandon Mebane, was the only thing different about it. I don't think Dwight Lowry filled that Eric Weddle hole. I don't think Manti Te'o's gotten better to fill that captain spot in the middle linebackers. I don't think that the guys that we put in there, the defensive line while we're waiting for Bosa, are the answer. So I think this defense really blew the game. And John Pagano, a guy who I don't think should have kept his job last season, proved to me that he doesn't have the scheme for this defense. He doesn't have it. What do you think?
Dude, first half, I was really happy, after last season. But then, it all kind of just went to crap. But what's
let it out. Let it out. Let it out.
What's really interesting is that a defense can play like they did the first half and then be what they were last year, the second half. I think that's interesting. I think they have what I'm going to call the first half defense inside them. It's in their capability. They have the potential to be great.
They have the potential to be fired up and play with passion and play with energy and hit hard. And
typical theme of last season, 4 quarters. Winning 4 quarters is how you win a game, and they didn't win all 4 quarters. They let up on the last quarter. They're up 27-10. 13 minutes left in the game. Now, you tell me how you lose that game, and I'll say rewatch what we just witnessed. But I think we need to move on. We're all freaking ticked. It sucked. Coaching was a mess. But let's go through some points real quick on what really led to this breakdown of a game.
I think for me, on the defensive side of the ball, biggest thing is leaving Manti Te'o and Kyle Emanuel in there. I think starting out for that slower pace, that hard hitting, they were playing fine. But as it got faster, Jatavis Brown killed it today.
Did a great job.
Killed it. Our boy, Jatavis Brown. We've been talking about him all preseason long. Did a great job. Jerry Atauchu looked like that veteran, fast presence on the outside that we've needed. And I didn't see either of them in the fourth quarter. I was wondering where they were.
I saw
Atauchu
at the end. Atauchu was at the end there. I saw them for sure.
Yeah, and then I thought Dwight Lowry was slow in the secondary, and Jaleel Adai made a dumb hit.
Yeah,
dumb.
Bad. It was just not good timing. And the receiver was wide open, so he was just trying to hit him to fumble the ball or just knock him out. But it wasn't worth it. It was too late. You messed up. Man, kind of a positive. Going off of that, our defense looked great first half. Just to throw it out there, it looked great. You held the team to 3 points, right?
Yeah,
but then
punt. You did a great job in the first half.
Like I said, 13 minutes left. What happens, man? You fall apart. You let their momentum keep going, and then, they couldn't stop the run. Now, how many yards did Chiefs running back have today, Kendrick?
Oh my goodness. Well, rushing, you only hold them to 54 yards, but Spencer Ware is the leading receiver today. 199 yards total and a touchdown.
That's something to pay attention to, because one guy you couldn't stop, and that was our key to the game, really, to win.
Yeah.
Stopped him
but
really
you couldn't stop him in the passing game.
Couldn't stop him
and that reflects poorly on the linebackers in the secondary. And, looking into next week, we got Allen Robinson and Allen Hurns and Julius Thomas coming down. And Allen Robinson wasn't messing around today against the Bengals defense, which is a great defense.
And they shut down Kelsey early on, but man, he came to bite him back in the end, and that's really a bummer.
And that scares me when Julius Thomas is out there coming next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But any other points, Kendrick? I just kind of gave my little point, but we kind of shared it.
Yeah, let's talk about our boy Melvin freaking Gordon coming back at it. 2 touchdowns, but then Mike McCoy goes back to this. We're gonna get away from the run game. You run the ball so much more in the fourth quarter. You let time go away. You limit the Kansas City possessions. And we just got away from it because we panicked because Keenan Allen got hurt.
We're going to co-blame that with Wisenhunt and McCoy.
We are, but
throw that out there.
Yeah, absolutely. But
in general, they obviously, their goal was to give Gordon the ball and give him the opportunity and confidence to get 2 touchdowns.
He
did
ran
it.
With it.
Now, Wood had a better average than Gordon overall per carry. But I think if you're going to stick with that, you need, like Wisenhunt said many times, you got to establish that balance, because in the first half they had a great balance of run and pass, and they were unstoppable virtually on offense.
They really were. They really were. We were chugging.
They're doing great. They had very successful drives. They held on the ball. They were trying to utilize time of possession, and it worked out going in the half.
I think the big stat was every trip to the red zone we scored.
Exactly.
In the first half.
When have you heard that? When was the last time you heard that? And when Keenan went down, it shook up a lot of things. Everyone kind of freaked out, and I think Phillip looked a mess. Coaches looked a mess. It was just bad. Defense could not hold their own. They couldn't shut it out.
I think the biggest thing this week is restart the offense without Keenan Allen, establish what you want to establish.
New scheme,
and
new game
like
plan.
I told Curtis in the middle of the game, I think Tyrell Williams is going to have an impact this year, similar to how Keenan Allen did his rookie season.
I think you're right, dude.
I think Tyrell Williams looked great today. I think Dontrell Inman is going to fill that Stevie Johnson spot. And Travis Benjamin, oh my goodness, get warmed up. You saw those screens today. He was looking good.
And maybe just a thought. Someone threw out this idea on Twitter. Forget who, but shout out to you, whoever you are. James Jones. Do we bring him back?
James Jones?
We'll just throw that idea
We'll think about it.
out there for you guys to think. But I thought it was a cool idea to ponder now that we're down possibly a wide receiver. But off of that, any other positives from this game we can throw out there?
Not currently.
Bain, like we were saying, Bain did great.
More Hunter Henry, please.
Yes, we want more Hunter Henry. He had
one catch
for
I think 18 yards.
Yeah,
and
18,
it was
20.
beautiful.
I was really surprised he wasn't involved more. I thought he was going to be their secret weapon, and they're going to...
Derek Watt needs practice. I thought Derek Watt was getting blown up by this NFL offense. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So keys of the game were just kind of everything going to crap once Keenan was
Thank
down.
you, offensive line, for staying healthy for one game. Much appreciated.
I thought offensive line did pretty well. Even though he had some pressure here and there, they gave him some time. Like, he was scrambling around, and that's, I think, in part key to just having a new year, being healthy. Slauson,
Melvin Gordon.
Pulley's rotating in there for Fluker here and there at guard, so that's huge.
Credit to Orlando Franklin and King Dunlap on that first touchdown, just parting the seas on the left side. That was amazing. Well done.
Yeah, so that's really all I think I can recall, and any thoughts I have on key points to what established this breakdown of the game.
That's it for me and Ella. Let's crump it all up, put it in the trash can. Let's start talking about Jacksonville this week.
Week 2. Moving on.
Home opener.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching this week, and make sure you follow us on all social media. Now, right after this video, here's some thoughts from people on Twitter and Facebook of this marvelous game.
Much appreciated you guys' thoughts being out there. Thanks for following us. Bolt up, San Diego.
Bolt up.